essentially, moving yourself out of the comfort zone is a transition to a change. Na? In order for us to navigate personal change, what I find that can work is to get ahead of the change. Bring the change on yourself. At Next Class, we empower teams and individuals to reach the next level by giving access to great learning opportunities. My name is Candy Granados. I am an instructional designer, training facilitator, and the Chief Learning Officer of Next Class. I recently got invited to conduct a workshop for team leaders or supervisors in one organization. It's about development conversations, which is essentially if I'm a leader, if I'm a team leader or a supervisor, how do I talk to my team members and coach them on developing themselves so that they can grow further in their career. No? Now, during that workshop, I got asked the question of, what if my team members are already comfortable where they are? They're good at what they do, they're meeting their metrics, they know what they're doing, I can rely on them to do what they're already doing. And that question actually is something that I get asked a lot of times. No? As a leader, how do I coach others to develop themselves if they're comfortable where they at? Now, for this particular workshop, what I actually told the leader was to look more inward rather than focus on the team members. Because here's the thing, no? Especially for us leaders, we try to encourage our team members to have aspirations, to go for career growth, to develop themselves, develop their skills. But we have to look inward as well. Are we also doing the same? As leaders, are we actually growing ourselves? Are we developing our skills? Are we trying to aim for higher aspirations? And more often than not, what I observe in the workshops and the organizations that I've gone through before is that when we get into a leadership position, we usually also get into a comfortable zone or the comfort zone. And that's what I want to talk about today. Growth can be hindered or stopped or halted, slowed down if we are trapped in our comfort zone. So oftentimes we might be wanting to encourage other people to develop their skills, grow into their career. But when we look at ourselves, we're actually not developing, we're not aspiring for more because we're already in a leadership position. Maybe we already have a good pay, we have a good title, a good position title that has, a manager o kaya a leader in the job title, and we feel that that's already comfortable. It's not a bad thing to stay in one part of our career, or in one position for a long time. That's not bad. It's bad when you're staying there because you're already too comfortable. You don't want to leave. Okay? Staying in the comfort zone can prevent us from doing things that will actually help us grow and will actually give us better opportunities and better relationships and possibly better career growth in our lives. So when we resist change and try to stay where we're comfortable, there's a lot of things that we can in turn miss out on. And as leaders, one of them is the opportunity to actually be a good role model to the people that we're saying or we're trying to coach, that they also have to develop themselves. So part of what we need to do as leaders is to be that role model. If your team members are not feeling like, or they're not encouraged enough to develop their skills, try to look inward. Is that also something that you're projecting? Are you also comfortable where you are, and therefore that's what they're seeing? Now, it's okay to just stay where they are and be in their comfort zone because that's also what they see in you. Okay? So, how do we get ourselves out of the comfort zone? Because, it's the comfort zone. It's very comfortable. It's where we like to be. How can we get ourselves out of that? What I find that works is essentially moving yourself out of the comfort zone is a transition to a change. No? In order for us to navigate personal change, what I find that can work is to get ahead of the change. Bring the change on yourself. No? Have the muscle memory to constantly leave what you're comfortable by introducing change to yourself consistently and frequently. I'll give you an example na. Sometime back during the pandemic when I was already feeling comfortable with the situation of working from home, doing what I'm doing, I felt that change was needed. And so when a friend of mine offered to or rather asked if we can adopt one of his puppies, I said yes. I knew it was going to be hard. It was going to feel like we're going to have another, child in the house. I will lose on sleep. I'll probably have more extended hours because I'm now going to be taking care of another life, so to speak. But I also know that introducing a puppy in our household is going to introduce change in our routines. And because I was getting too comfortable with the work from home routine that I already have, it's already feeling mechanical and robotic. I knew that change needed to be introduced, and so we said yes to the puppy. Turned out to be a very, very good experience because that puppy has been with us for about 3 years now. Yeah, I think going on the 3rd year. She's introduced joy into our lives, and we have also gotten into a lot of exciting little things that happens in our house that takes us out of our normal routine. When you get ahead of the change by introducing change to yourself rather than waiting for change to happen, then you get the muscle memory for consistently getting yourself out of your comfort zone. And as a leader, that is a skill that we have to have. Being able to constantly do things that are uncomfortable, because those are the things that we're asking our team members to do. We're asking them to develop their skills. We're asking them to grow and have more aspirations. We're asking them to step out of their comfort zones. And the only way we can encourage them to do that is if we step out of our own comfort zones by introducing the change in ourselves. I hope I have given you something to think about today. Thank you.